Welcome to part 5 and the last part of this build tutorial for the Tau Fire Warrior Cosplay Bracers. I'm Jason, the creator of the Tabletop Battlefield. If you want to watch the other videos in this series, you can find a link to the YouTube playlist in the video's description. This part of the build is all about coating the bracers. The final coating is going to be smooth on its XTC 3D, but in order to use that on foam, there's one step that must be done first. XTC 3D does not coat the EVA foam very well. The time I tried to use it, the epoxy seemed to stick better to itself than the foam. The solution is to first coat the foam parts of the bracers in PVA glue. For this part, I am applying about 4 layers of thinned down wood glue, which is a type of PVA glue, to each of the EVA foam sections. Between each layer, I'm using my heat gun to quickly dry the glue. After all the layers have been applied, it's a good idea to let the pieces sit and dry for several hours. There is no need to cover the 3D printed parts with the glue. Before applying the XTC 3D, check each of the parts to make sure there are no holes between the 3D printed structure and the foam. If there is, re-glue the pieces down. Hot glue can also be used to fill in any of the larger gaps. For the actual coating process, follow the instructions for the XTC 3D. While heat can be applied to speed up curing time, it can cause other issues. The heat can cause the 3D prints to soften and lose their shape. Once the XTC is cured, you want to go over the surface with some light sanding. I used a combination of 220 grit and 320 grit sandpaper. By applying some spray primer before sanding and then sanding it off, it's a great way to know when you've got the XTC 3D sanded down to a smooth finish. If there are any areas that need more coating, go ahead and apply a second layer. Otherwise, paint the bracers and call your build process done. For the last time in this series, once again, I'm Jason, the creator of the Tabletop Battlefield, and thanks for watching. To watch these build lives and ask me questions about the process, follow me over at twitch.tv/rockerrobotics or subscribe to this YouTube channel to get the latest summary videos.